What we want to do right now is we want to bring on the gentleman that is leading this movement. Our vision, as we just talked about it, ladies and gentlemen, give me a moment, let me post it back up, is to spark a global economic movement and to lead the revenue sharing revolution. Ultimately, what's going to happen is the company is going to share up to 50% or more of its daily commissionable sales volume, put it in the pool, and all qualified promoters. You don't have to be a recruiter of other promoters. The company will refer to us as promoters as opposed to distributors or reps or affiliates. You don't have to recruit other promoters to be qualified for that day's reward. The question is going to be this: can you give out some samples of our products so that we start to get a brand name out there? Can you place an ad each day to help promote the brand name? If you say, yes, I can do that, well then, ladies and gentlemen, whether there is a transaction that happens in Israel or a transaction that happens in Australia, a transaction that happens in the Philippines, you are going to get a pro rata share of every commissionable sales transaction. You will essentially override the entire company. You didn't enroll me. You didn't enroll Boomy. Boomy's a seven-figure producer herself. You're going to override her. You didn't enroll my buddy Daryl in Greensboro, North Carolina. This guy's made tons in this industry, but you're going to override his production. You didn't enroll Jeff out of Mississippi, building a phenomenal business, or Tyron out of Trinidad, building a phenomenal business, or Coach or Frank, some of the top enrollers in the industry, yet you're going to override all of their production. Now, you can have a great compensation plan. You can have phenomenal products, but you need a visionary leader. You need someone that's going to inspire you. You need someone that's going to help stretch your vision when sometimes maybe you can't see what's going on in front of you. You need someone to stretch your vision. And ladies and gentlemen, I am so pleased to introduce to you our visionary leader, our president, Mr. J. Joshua Beistle. Mr. J. Joshua Beistle, Mr. President, would you come and address our audience? How are you doing this evening, my friend?
T. Lamont, I'm doing absolutely fantastic. You know, this morning, very early for me, about 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, we had our first webinar where I had the opportunity to finally come out and announce myself and meet all of the amazing people that so far have already put JubiRev, JubiMax into the history books, folks. So I just got to tell you, I was doing absolutely amazing then. And then about 3 or 4 hours later, we had another webinar. And I was even more fired up. In fact, I think I told you when you first asked me this morning early on, Josh, how you doing? I said, you know what, T. Lamont, I said, I'm doing great. If I was doing any better, there'd have to be 2 of me just to keep up. And then by the second webinar, there'd have to be 3. T. Lamont, it just doesn't get any better than this. We have absolutely, without a doubt, a phenomenon of movement, a revolution. It's happening, and I'm so excited for everybody out here on tonight's call because they are finally at the right place at the right time. And I really appreciate you coming out, sharing a little bit about this incredible opportunity. And for those of you that are guests out here on tonight's call, somebody invited you out here. Somebody really felt that you had what it took to have more in life. They really cared about you, and that's why they shared this with you. And I realize this is a unique format call here tonight because big things are happening. You are in the space of greatness right here. We welcome you. But I want to encourage you to get back in touch immediately following this call with the person who brought you out here. Begin to create a relationship with them if you don't know them. If you do know them, just simply say, you know what, I know that there's something really big happening with Jubi Rev, Jubi Max, and I want to be a part of it because, again, this is a movement, and this is your opportunity to finally be at the right place at the right time and to get your share. So we'll talk a little bit more about that. You know, one of the things that I'd like to have the opportunity to do out here on tonight's call, T. Lamont, is to kind of share a little bit about my story.
Okay.
And when I told you earlier a little bit about my story when we first got an opportunity to meet and talk about this, I think I really kind of tugged on your heartstrings a little bit because I want everyone on this call to know that I don't care where you've been. All I want to know is where we're going together. It doesn't matter, if you've had humble upbringings, if maybe you've been struggling financially, or maybe you've been working really hard. Maybe you're an attorney or a doctor or a CPA and you're successful in business financially. Maybe you're out here on tonight's call and you're struggling because you have financial success, but you don't have time freedom, and you're looking for an opportunity to, as an entrepreneur, solve that and have true time freedom so you can spend your life as it was designed, to chase your dreams, to follow your heart, spend time with loved ones and family and friends. And wherever you come from, understand this, folks. I came from the most humble of beginnings, as you're going to see here in just a few moments. And in fact, my very first job when I was a kid, T. Lamont, was actually picking cotton. I know when I told you that, I don't think you expected that, T. Lamont.
I didn't.
You said, I think you said, "Oh my goodness, I can't. I wait till I tell my mom." I think your mom
She's
had some pretty humble
right
beginnings.
now.
Yes, she is. But
Mr. President, she and her siblings, when she was a kid, she used to have to pick 100 pounds of cotton a day. She and her siblings, each one of them, because that helped to take care of the family. Before she went to school, she would pick some, and then when she came back from school, so if she's on the other side of the webinar, she's cringing right now.
Well, you tell her no more cringing, no more cringing. The reason that I picked cotton wasn't because it's fun, and for any of you who might know anyone who's had that experience or unfortunately had that experience yourself, it certainly is not fun. But I did it because, T. Lamont, as a kid, I'm sad to say there were times when I went to bed hungry, and there were nights at the dinner table where I purposely would take a smaller share of the food, because my younger brothers and sisters, I really wanted to make sure that I could take care of them, and I didn't want them to go to bed hungry. But the reality of it is that that was really, T. Lamont, the genesis for me in kind of beginning a journey, and that's really what kind of created the ember, the entrepreneurial ember that was kind of glowing in the background. And eventually there came a day when the frustrations of my childhood burst that ember into an entrepreneurial flame that has led me around the world through corporate and executive experience to the president of large corporations, and now finally where I've always wanted to be, right here. But I just want to touch back for a moment there, T. Lamont, on that ember, if we could, because I want everyone on tonight's call to understand that your struggles and your journey are what make you stronger. And it is important for you to understand that you can take that journey and you can help it define where you're going. And for me, T. Lamont, I'm going to tell you a little story. I was at 12 years old. I grew up in rural Mississippi, and there was not a lot of great opportunity out there except for picking cotton and logging and other farm activities. My godparents had a dirt floor. But one of the things that really defined my childhood and really set that entrepreneurial ember into a roaring flame, T. Lamont, was I remember I was sitting on the stairs, and I don't remember what I was doing. I was probably reading a book or whittling wood or something silly. And I know that I wasn't playing a video game because they didn't have video games that were portable when I was a kid, and even if they did, I wouldn't have been able to afford one. But I was just doing something. And T. Lamont, this is something you may be able to relate to. I had my first girlfriend at age 12, and I had sent her a little note that says, "I love you. Do you love me?" And circle yes or no, circle one. And she said yes. It was awesome, T. Lamont. I finally got my first girlfriend there. And
by the way, just so you know, I wrote a couple of those in college, and it worked in college too. Before they kicked me out of college, but maybe that's why I got kicked out, because it worked so well.
Hey, if it works, if it works, keep going until you find the one, So there I was, T. Lamont, and you can imagine I'm sitting at home doing whatever I was doing, sitting on the stairs, and I'm wildly in love anyway, and I look up, and there she was, actually coming at me, coming towards my home. And I'll never forget, for a few seconds, it was like the most exciting time of my entire life. I could hear music, T. Lamont, in the background. I was so excited. Here she was coming towards me, and then the background behind her, what had been a little blurry, became more focused. And T. Lamont, I saw in that moment, much to my horror, all of the ladies from church, my girlfriend's mom, all the other women and children from church, And they weren't coming to pray. They were coming to bring us food because we didn't have any. And in that moment, I said to myself, Tilamon, I said, I will never allow my family to go without. And in that moment, I decided to spend my life learning abundance and teaching abundance and helping other people not go without either. So that was the spark for me, Tilamon, that really just took my, my entire life a different path. And from that day until now, I've been an entrepreneur. And Tilamon, I got to tell you, I've done all kinds of things. Where would you like to start? We can, we've got quite a career there. Yes.
I know even as a teenager, you did things as a teenager. No, you went to college. Tell us about what happened in college.
Well, I was really blessed with the opportunity to go to college. I had worked really hard. I graduated #1 in my class, and I got full paid scholarships to anywhere in the world. But what I didn't understand, because I didn't have a mentor really in life at the time, I had actually spent part of my last years as a child in an orphanage. So by the time I got to college, I had all the drive, but I didn't know where to put my energy. So I actually ended up dropping out of college because I was actually making more money in business and in sales and marketing, and I understood that better than the academic process. And I quickly rose through the ranks through several different marketing companies, direct mail, direct response marketing, even some infomercial marketing, and ultimately I had the opportunity, starting from scratch with a company, and I eventually helped them become one of the world's largest alternative energy companies. I rose to the rank of president of that company, and we built project solar systems all over the world. I was able to help design those, even consulted on large projects, solar systems at the Olympics and other big commercial projects around the world. So I really had an opportunity to go from what I call the barnyard to the boardroom, and I did it with pure tenacity, pure energy, and a really specific vision to empower as many people as I could, Tilamon. And you know, it's been quite a journey. It's been very rewarding, but for me, it is this opportunity with Jubi Rev and Jubi Max, Tilamon, to really empower everyone to finally get their opportunity, to finally get their share. That's what has me fired up and excited.
Now, with your corporate executive experience, because a lot of times in the home business world, you'll have someone like myself. I mean, I tried this once upon a time. I was a part, had been in the industry, had done very well in the industry, and tried my hat at being an executive in the industry, was part owner of a company. And I found that, I really wasn't suited for the executive part. I was more suited for being a promoter. You've been able to sit at both tables because you have executive experience in traditional business, being the president. What got you to the home business part of things?
Well, that's actually, one of those sad stories, and yet at the same time, as often is the case, that sad story turned into be one of the greatest blessings of my life. It was in 2004, and my wife was pregnant with my daughter, and that was the exciting part. What was sad was that there were complications, as there sometimes are with pregnancies. It was very difficult, and ultimately, when my daughter was born, I was faced with a tough decision. My wife was in no position to raise my daughter on her own. We had turned to family and friends as much as we could, but the reality of it was on about day 4, I had to make a really tough decision, and I had to transition out of corporate America and work from home with no notice, no planning, and I literally, Tilamon, I didn't even have a desk to work from. I was not set up at home. I went to, it was either Office Max or Staples, and I had to get a desk on closeout. I got one for $5. It was a rickety little thing, and by the way, it is still sitting right here in my office as a gentle reminder to me to never forget where I came from and where I'm going. But here's what's changed. The monitor has changed, Tilamon. Does anybody remember those big giant monitors that took the CRTs, I think they called them, and it took like 2 people to carry them around? I had one of those big giant CRT monitors, and I would put it up on there, and you just couldn't touch the desk. You were always afraid it was going to kind of fall off. But I sat in the corner of my living room at that little $5 desk, and I held my newborn daughter, and I bottle fed her, and I changed her diaper, and I had to learn through the school of hard knocks, because it did not come natural, how to be successful from home. And T. Lamont, here's the thing: I've been been around and dabbled, and I mean, everybody loves the idea of a great home-based business, but I've never been able to make any serious money, let alone enough kind of money to be full-time from home. And because this was so unexpected, I had caught myself in a very difficult cash flow perspective. So not only was I starting my home-based business with no preparation, starting it with a newborn daughter in my arms, but my budget was pretty tight. I actually started my home-based business enterprise with $55.36. And I've been really blessed through my perseverance, through my hard work, to build several seven-figure successful enterprises through internet marketing, network marketing. But I think that what really defines my home-based business success, even though it did not come easy, was really the fact that I have always had this vision in my head of trying to understand what it is that drives commerce. And I had figured out that formula, T. Lamont, in traditional business. And I got to tell you, we ended up losing that house, and things got really rocky before I was able to push it back onto the straight and narrow and get that up and going. But I'm pleased to tell you, T. Lamont, that I've learned what drives commerce at a corporate level. I also understand on the ground level what it takes to move commerce, and that is what I bring to the table for our incredible team here with Jubi Rev, Jubi Max. And I am so looking forward to this opportunity to share. Whether the people here have a great sphere of influence and they've had great success, that's fantastic. Or maybe you're just getting started, you're not sure what to do. At Jubi Rev, Jubi Max, we have the team, the training, and the leadership to help you go from zero to hero and begin to achieve the results that you've always dreamed of. We're going to cover that a little bit more as we continue. But back to you, T. Lamont.
Well, I wanted to hit on one other thing, and then we're going to give away, and thanks again to our president, Mr. J. Joshua Beistle. We're going to give away $1,000 tonight. There will be 10 of you that will get $100. What that's going to happen is that those that win $100 is going to be credited to your eCash. So actually, it's going to impact more than just you 10, because if you take that eCash and then use that once we're ready to buy packages and or subscriptions, that's going to generate commissions up the line. Before we do our first giveaway, and then right after that giveaway, we'll go to our whiteboard and we can take some notes as you really lay out the vision for us. I know that you were also featured in a top-selling book. Can you tell us just a little bit about Positively Influential?
Absolutely. And by the way, folks, this book is actually available at Barnes & Noble. It's available on Amazon.com. I highly encourage you to get a copy of it. One of the things, T. Lamont, that I've discovered that really drives commerce at both a corporate level and on the ground is attraction marketing. I teach attraction marketing. I live attraction marketing. And attraction marketing, for those of you who may not be familiar with it, attraction marketing is not about helping you be good at sales. You don't need to be good at sales. It's not about helping you be good at marketing. I don't need you to be good at marketing. Attraction marketing is positioning yourself between a consumer and what that consumer is looking for and participating in the commerce model that way. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that. But I actually had a gentleman seek me out. He had combed the world for some of the world's best and top attraction marketers, and I feel very blessed and honored that of the first 10, he chose me as one of those experts. So I am featured in this book along with several other excellent attraction marketers. And for those of you who would like to learn attraction marketing, I highly recommend it. It's an absolutely fantastic book, and what an honor and what an amazing group of people in there. And folks, I'm going to just tell you something right now. As we go forward with Jubi Rev, Jubi Max, that's one of the things you're going to get an opportunity to participate in, a real movement, a real company, an absolute revolution, and we have some of the most amazing tools and training that you could ever imagine. I'm going to say this throughout the webinar. I mean it, folks, and I know you know it, that you are finally at the right place at the right time. T. Lamont, back to you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give away some money. Let's give away some money. Open up your questions box. There was a lot that was covered. We're going to give a couple of pop quizzes here, and whoever is the first one to answer. And then we'll do something for those of you who are not quick on the draw, if you're not very quick at typing, to make it fair so everyone gets an opportunity to win. Where did our president grow up? What state did our president grow up in? Stop. We've got a winner. Stop. We've got a winner. We've got a winner. You can stop. They keep coming in. All right, Matt McCormick. Matt McCormick. Now, Matt and anyone else that wins, you're going to send an email to webinarpromotion@gmail.com. Promotion, no S, webinarpromotion@gmail.com. Our first winner, $100 will be credited to your e-cash. What we're doing, Matt, is we're getting all the winners from today. We'll get that over to support, and support will load that up. So it may take maybe the first of the next week before you see it loaded into your e-cash. So Matt McCormick, congratulations, my friend. How much was that desk? How much was that desk? That desk. Stop, got a winner. Stop, got a winner. Give me a moment here. That desk was $5. Venetia Muldrow. Venetia Muldrow. Give my best to your husband. I trust that he is still on his way to recovery, and hopefully he's speeding down that road to recovery. Venetia. Did I spell that right? And all right. Venetia Muldrow. Fantastic, fantastic. What type of alternative energy? He was the president of a company. What type of alternative energy did that company have? Stop, 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 stop. And for my folks not good at typing, don't worry about it. I'm coming to you. This way everyone gets a chance to win. Hey, Robert Key II. Congratulations, my friend. Robert Key II out of Maryland. Fantastic. All right, I need everyone to, in your questions box, tell me what part of the world you are from. Everyone, in your questions box, tell me what part of the world you're from. In your questions box, tell me what part of the world you are from in 5. Get it in 4. Get it in quickly. 3, 2, and 1. Now, what I'm going to do right here is earlier today, President Beistle, we started from the top. This time I'm going to start from the bottom and count up. So give me a number. I'm starting from the bottom. Give me a number, whatever number you want to come up with, and then we'll count and we'll figure out who that person is, and they win.
9.
9, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Greg Liddle from Canada. Congratulations, Greg. Boomy, are you still on this side of the fence? Maybe she's muted out. Give me another number. Give me another number, President Beistle.
Let's go with 15.
15. And you tell me, top or bottom?
Top.
All right, so we're going to go up to the top now and count down from the top. This way, if you weren't all that fast, you still have an opportunity here. Bear with me. I've got to get to the top here. This has been an amazing, amazing day. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get a pad and pen because you're going to want to take some copious notes here, or obviously you can be taking notes on your computer or what have you. Give me a moment. Wow. Wow. From folks from Israel, Tennessee, Texas. I'm trying to get to the top here. Spain, Arkansas, Australia. I'm trying to get to the top here. Give me a moment. You said 15, correct?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Now we finally got to the top. Wow, that took a while. All right, so we've got starting at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Dave Meyers from California. Dave Meyers. Dave, how's that lovely wife of yours, my friend? Give her our best. Dave Meyers from, I said Canada. I'm sorry, I meant California. All right. So we've got our first 5 winners. We'll come back with another 5 winners. Congratulations. All of you winners can send an email to webinarpromotion@gmail.com. Please make sure you include your contact information, including your Jubi Rev, Jubi Max username. We're going to get that over to support, and they're going to load up your $100 in your e-wallet. It may not be to the first part of next week, as we'll get those reports to them tomorrow, and then they'll get it loaded up. Okay. All right. Now, Mr. President.
T. Lamont,
you've got a lot on your mind, sir.
I have a lot to share. There's so much happening. It's very exciting. So let me just be clear. Have we given away $3,000 so far today then?
We've given away so far $2,500, and I just noticed that my screen wasn't showing. So these are the winners. Here's that email address, webinarpromotion@gmail.com. We did 1,000 at the 12 p.m. Eastern. We did 1,000 at the 4 p.m. This is 500 here, and we'll have another 500 for a total of 3,000.
All right, fantastic. Well, T. Lamont, you said something earlier that I just wanted to touch on for a moment. You talked about the importance of having an opportunity for Joe and Susie Average to actually be able to make money, right? That it's not... It's not really what we get, but it's how we can help others, you know. In fact, I think Boomer was actually talking about how, you know, a big leadership guru, Maxwell, had actually said that, you know, it's not about us being leaders, it's about empowering other leaders. And that's really the spirit of Jubi Rev, Jubi Max, folks. I want you to understand that. We are truly building a company that is for everyone, that is for the community instead of just the select few. And I want you to all think about this for just a moment. Every day there are literally billions and billions of dollars worth of sales happening through large Fortune 500 companies where only a few people enjoy the richest profits. And there's a problem with that, in my opinion, and that's why we've built Jubi Rev, Jubi Max, a company that is designed so that you can get your share. And I got to tell you, over the next few minutes, you're going to see that we have the right company at the right time in the marketplace. But before I get into that, I want to tell everybody a little bit about some core business philosophies that have served me well throughout my life, that are really pillars that we rely on here at Jubi Rev, Jubi Max, that we can build on, that you can build on, so that you too can begin to prosper. Number one, and this is really important, at Jubi Rev, Jubi Max, we are in the business of sharing products and services that people are already buying. If you've been marketing juices, lotions, potions, or pills with other companies, and you're going to people saying, hey, I've got this amazing product, and it might be an amazing product, but if you're asking the average family to spend an extra $50 or $100 or $150 or $200 or $300 a month on products and services that they were not purchasing previously, there's a problem with that, because eventually that's creating a strain on their budget. And that's why so many companies that seem like they've got great products, and you say, man, that's a great product, it's a great opportunity, why am I not making any money? Folks, you're not making any money because you're trying to add to people's budget. Well, we here at Jubi Rev, Jubi Max, our vision is to actually help you share products and services people are already buying. And this concept, by the way, is called net zero consumables. We want to help you share products and services, as I'm going to talk about here in just a little bit, that they were already buying somewhere else, maybe big department stores, grocery stores, etc. And through attraction marketing, we just want to help you position yourself between the consumer and what they're buying anyway, and that's how you can actually get your share. And as T. Lamont said, you actually have the opportunity here with Jubi Rev, Jubi Max to get your share of what everybody's doing. Okay, really important. But here's another business philosophy that I really want everyone to understand, and that is so important, that in most commerce models, only a few people win, and that is not what we do at Jubi Rev, Jubi Max. At JubiRev, Jubi Max, it's your opportunity to win because it's time for you to get your share. And I truly believe that we have the opportunity with what you're going to see here with net zero consumables, with what you're going to see here with our amazing, revenue sharing plan. I got to tell you, we have the ability to compete against some of the world's largest companies, and when we win, you win, because that's how the Jubi Rev, Jubi Max program actually works. Now, a couple of things here I promised to tell everyone about, and I'm going to do that right now. We have the 4 things that are going to allow us to build on to become the greatest success story possible. Number 1, the right products. Number 2, the right compensation plan. Number 3, the right leadership. And number 4, the right timing. And you may think you've heard timing before, but I'm going to share with you timing in a way you've probably never considered it before, and I'm very excited about it. Let's take a moment and talk a little bit about our products here, folks. Our products, I believe, are perfect because we have a trifecta of successful products. Number 1, health and wellness. Number 2, travel. There's a $1 trillion industry right there. Number 3, online shopping. These 3 groups of products combined represent a multi-trillion-dollar-a-year industry. There's a big enough pie out there for all of you to get your share with Jubi Rev, Jubi Max, folks, and that's really important. You've got to have the right products and services. Products and services people are already purchasing, okay? That's number 1. Number 2, and this is really important, the right compensation plan. Maybe you haven't heard, but I'm going to tell you this right now, folks. The revenue sharing model is the fastest growing, most powerful, most fair model on the planet. And we have the first compliant revenue sharing model in this space, folks. And you have got to understand that this is one of the components that moves commerce. Very, very key here. Number 3, and this is something that you will hear a lot from me on, and that is leadership. I define leadership as the ability to share your vision with people and say to them, please help me go build this because I think this is important and it will enrich all of our lives and it will help the public. Leadership is your ability to share vision, invite other people to follow you, and then they do. So you got a little questions box there. We've got a loaded up call here tonight. I want you to type in a yes if you're with me to take these amazing products and services and the right comp plan into the marketplace. Are you with me? Now, T. Lamont, do we have leadership, T. Lamont? Do we have leadership?
Oh, my gosh.
But it gets better.
I wish everybody could see this. This is amazing. This is amazing. They keep coming in, keep coming in, keep coming in, keep coming in.
Because my vision, T. Lamont, is to empower everyone to become leaders. You see, I truly believe that all of you need to get your share. And as John Maxwell said, it's about your ability to create leaders, to inspire leaders. And you know, here at Jubi Rev, Jubi Max, I got to tell you, we have the tools, we have the team atmosphere, and we have the training. I'm all about training. I'm going to tell you something right now. There's nothing more powerful than a well-trained distributor, a well-trained promoter, a well-trained teammate. You need that. And we know how important it is, and that is our passion, and that is our core. It's very, very important. But now I want to talk a little bit about timing, because this is something all of you need to understand. A lot of times I hear people say, well, you want to get on the right timing over here because this is a market that's about to explode. Really? Well, folks, let me ask you a question. What if you could actually be at the right place at the right time with a market that's already exploded with a new mechanism for sharing?
Ooh.
That's what is timing, okay? And folks, we have 2 things that have never come together before in this way that are going to empower you to go to existing multi-trillion-dollar markets and share in a new way and actually position yourself between the consumer and what they want so you get your share. You get paid. And what that is 2 things coming together. It is net zero consumables, folks. It's sharing products and services with people that they were already buying. Now they're just buying through your channel. And again, as T. Lamont said, you don't have to even necessarily be the one out sharing those directly. You can just be out helping promote and market the company to get your share. Just placing an ad a day, just participating by giving away samples. That's the power here of building this team atmosphere, and combine that with the revenue sharing revolution, folks, that's timing. Now, I want to talk about this for a minute here, T. Lamont, because I know something about people, because I interview people. I spend all day with people. I have over 100 employees, and I spend my day learning from them and listening to them and counseling them and helping them. And you know what I learned is that every single person that I meet always has a little secret dream to finally be at the right place at the right time. Everybody I meet has that dream. Every one of you out here listening to the sound of my voice right now, you know who you are. You're always hoping that this could be it. You're at the right place at the right time. Well, let me tell you something. I got great news for you. Folks, you are now at the right place at the right time. Jubi Rev, Jubi Max, the time has come, and you're here. You're right here on the ground floor. And folks, I want you to pay attention to what I'm about to tell you right now. It's very important. Coming up very, very soon, there's going to be a limited number of founding members positions. And when that time comes, I want you to reach out and grab it. And folks, I want to tell you something right now, that you're going to want to go ahead and make the decision right now, right this minute, that when that becomes available and we open up fully, that you jump in, fund your e-wallet, and actually begin to purchase your packages, folks. I'm going to tell you one of my favorite mentors, a guy by the name of Tony Robbins, and he says that you become powerful in your moment of decision. And that's what Jubi Rev, Jubi Max is all about. It's about giving you your share, giving you the power. And all you need to do to take it is just make the decision to join the movement, join the revolution, to join Jubi Max. And I got to tell you, let me ask you, you still get messages coming in there?
Yes, I am.
I can hear the little beeps in my headset, and I can tell every time somebody is kind of vibrating in there with another chat. It's just absolutely fantastic. T. Lamont, I've actually got a couple of actions here that I want to charge everyone who's willing on this call tonight to go out and do, T. Lamont, and very, very important. So let me just ask you here, folks, how many of you out here right now on tonight's call are ready to take action on some steps that I want to give you right now? How many of you are ready to start taking action right now to get out there and make it happen? How many of you, T. Lamont? Are you getting some people to say yes there?
Oh,
fantastic.
Yes, I'm ready. I'm in. Yes, now, ready. Yes, me. Yes, exclamation mark. I am ready. Definitely.
Folks,
exclamation marks. Yes.
I got to tell you, this is mission possible. Should you choose to accept it, folks, it's mission possible. Here's what it is. Number one, folks, I want you to make the decision right now to be all in. Whatever you do, do it well. Now, my daddy taught me that. He said, son, whatever you do it well. And I challenge all of you on tonight's call to make that decision, to be all in. Give it all you got. Don't give it halfway. Don't wait to see what Martha does. Don't wait to see what John does. Don't wait until the next company announcement. Just make the decision to be all in, and then take massive action, and which is number two. Number two is to agree to take massive action. I'm going to make it easy for you, but you do got to make massive action right now. Number one, you have an affiliate link over in Jubi Max. Log in, grab your affiliate link, and I want you to start to share it. Who do I share it with? Simple. I want you to share your Jubi Max link with every network marketer you've ever worked with. Upline, downline, crossline. Even if you haven't worked with many, they've all been promoting to you. They're on your Facebook. They're in your email. They're all over the place. I want you to find every networker, every marketer, okay, every person you know with a sphere of influence, and I want you to share your link. All I want you to do is just share the link, send it to them, pick up the phone and make a simple phone call. This is, I sent you a very important link. Big things are happening. I love you, and I wouldn't want you to miss this. I need you to click on that link, claim your spot, get on the webinars. T. Lamont and myself and the team will share the message with them. We're going to do the hard work for you, folks. I just need you to take action and share. Again, upline, downline, crossline. You're thinking about that person right now. You're thinking about, oh, yeah, that's John. I forgot about him. I haven't done a business with him. Oh, yeah, that was my past neighbor. That was my school teacher. That was the babysitter of my kids. She's got to be about 30 now. Let me look her up, folks. This is the digital age. You know people. People know you. Share the message. Get it out. Don't delay. Followed up with a quick phone call. And then number three here, folks, very simple. I want you to plug in. I told you in step number 1 to make the decision to be all in. Now in step number 3, I'm telling you to plug in. That means all events that we have, company events and functions. We have a webinar, you come out. You have a team before the webinar, you're calling them, you're emailing them, you're telling them to get on the team. Make it about right now. Okay, I'm going to tell you something, folks. When you see our amazing board of advisors, we didn't get a chance to talk about this, T. Lamont. When you see some of the amazing people that are going to be joining us, you are going to be absolutely floored. But I don't want you to wait for that. I want you to decide right now to be all in. I want you to start sharing right now, and I want you to be plugging in so that you don't miss anything. You need to get energy all the time, and that's why we come together, to renew each other's energy, to make sure that you're on the right path, that you've got the right training and education and know what to do. So, T. Lamont, I got a couple of more things here if we still have a little bit of time.
Oh, you go for it. You go for it, my friend.
Now, this is really important. I want everybody to understand that come Monday night, we're going to be making some pretty big company announcements. One of those company announcements I'm going to be telling you about right now, just a little sneak peek. We're going to be announcing the opportunity for leaders to fly in, to get an opportunity to meet with me face-to-face, to shake my hands, to see where I work. And for those of you who don't know, I am the CEO and co-founder of the world's largest call center for network marketers and independent MLM reps. It's called My Phone Room, and I actually have as my clients some of the world's top leaders. In fact, I probably have more top income earners as my customer for my marketing tools and systems than any other company on the planet, and I'm really blessed by that opportunity. I don't say that to brag, but I'm letting you know, folks, this is going to get really, really big, and you are at the right place at the right time. So we're going to be making that announcement with all the details come this Monday. And by the way, this isn't just for leaders. Because again, with Jubi Rev, Jubi Max, this is all about you. This is all about helping everyone get their share. You know, Joe average, Susie average, it's all about you. If you happen to be in the Phoenix, Arizona area, you'll be able to participate in that as well. Again, for those of you that maybe you've never done anything before and you still want to fly in, we're going to make that available. Very, very exciting stuff. And a couple of other things that I want to tell everyone, and this is very important. We talked about this a few minutes ago. But I am announcing today that within 48 hours to 72 hours, in the back office, you will have the opportunity to pay the $12.95 to actually activate that little Visa card, that little card where you can actually get your commissions there. Very, very exciting. It's a Visa card virtual bank account. Again, it's $12.95. Once you have it, you can pre-fund your account so that when the time comes, you can actually begin to make payments for your packages. And again, I expect that to be live over the next 48 hours to 72 hours, so do not delay. I know that we've got some leaders out here, and they've been wondering when they should make their move, and I'm speaking to you right now. And I'm telling you, now's the time to make your move, because this is going to be epic. That's the one word that I have. So with that, T. Lamont, what other items do we want to cover out here on tonight's call? You fired up, sir?
Man, extremely fired up, and I can tell you, Mr. President, we actually have been doing some testing and making screen capture shots on the virtual bank account so that we can have some walk people, take them by the hand. It's a very simple process. Mr. President, I went down to my Walmart today and did a Green Dot Money card, loaded some money on the Green Dot Money card, came back home. I clicked on the link that support had sent me, loaded that up. In 2 minutes, I refreshed my screen, and the funds were sitting right there in my virtual bank account. All I would have to do from that point is to transfer funds from my virtual bank account into the company's virtual bank account, and that will go into my e-cash. So we're still doing just a couple of other tests on other loading methods. But as you've heard it from our president, ladies and gentlemen, the next 48, 72 hours, that will go live in the next 48 to 72 hours. We are asking that if you stumble across it in your back office, that you do not do anything until you've gotten a message from either our president or from corporate via a news and or email. But it is very, very close. I like that word, epic. Back to you, Mr. President.
Awesome, awesome. Well, here's what I'd like to do. We have another $500 to give away here tonight. Let's figure out a good way to do that, and then I've got some closing thoughts that I want to share with the group. How are we going to give away the next $500 here?
All right, open up your questions box. How young was our president when he fell in puppy love? How young was he when he fell in puppy love? Stop. We've got it. You guys are great. Almost everybody's getting it right. Almost everybody's getting it right. Stop. We've got our winner. Give me a moment here. Give me a moment here. Oh, gosh, a lot of you got that right. Okay, I tell you what. We need to keep up with it. We said the first person who got it right, so let's find that first person. The number was 12, Elaine Toups. Let's go back up here to our winners here. Add Elaine to the mix. All right, the webinar promotion at gmail.com. Elaine Toups. What's the name of that marketing business? It's got all these clients. What's the name of that marketing business? It's got all these clients in the network marketing space. Stop. Got an answer. Got an answer. We can stop. We can stop. Sally Johnson. Sally Johnson. Congratulations, Sally. All right, Sally Johnson. All right, all right. If you are excited about Jubi Rev, Jubi Max, put a yes or a Y in your questions box. We're going to do a count here. You're excited about Jubi Rev, Jubi Max, put a yes in your questions box. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop, please.
You know they're going to keep coming.
Yes, yeah. No,
they're going to get that yes out one way or another.
Here's where we are. I've got a screen open. I've got more yeses than I can see in my screen. So I'm going to go from my screen, what I can see. All right. You want to go up or down?
I always want to go up. I can't help myself.
You always want to go up. Okay. All right. And give me a number, please, sir.
Let's go 8.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sharon Attaway. Sharon, I see you on all the webinars. Congratulations, Sharon Attaway. That's number 8. We've got 2 more.
Oh,
Give me a number, please, sir.
Let's do 4.
All right, so we're going to go 4 up from Sharon Attaway. Let's go 4 up from Sharon. 1, 2, 3, 4. Greg Dixon. Congratulations. Greg Dixon. Congratulations. All right, and we've got 1 more. Give me that. This is 1 more, so I can count a little bit. Let's
do from the top 11.
Okay, from the top 11. All right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You've got to love a name like this. See, T. Lamont Silver Sr. Then you've got J. Joshua Beistle. And then she puts in Betty Ann Purdy. What a name. My gosh, what a name. That's a name. It's Betty Ann Purdy. There we go. There we go. Congratulations, Betty Ann. Congratulations. Congratulations. All right, so here are our top winners. You're going to all email webinarpromotion@gmail.com. Webinarpromotion@gmail.com. Matt McCormick, congratulations. Venetia Muldrow, Robert Key II, Greg Liddle, Dave Meyers, Elaine Toups, Sally Johnson, Sharon Attaway, Greg Dixon. What a name. Betty Ann Purdy. Just be mindful, it may take the first part of next week before you see that $100 credit in your eCash. All right, back to you, Mr. President.
Awesome, awesome. Well, T. Lamont, last night it was actually midnight Eastern Standard Time here in Phoenix, Arizona. It's not easy to find dinner that time. I found the last remaining restaurant. We've been working all day and was able to get just an excellent meal. And right after that, we had another late night webinar. And I got to tell you, T. Lamont, we have the most incredible team, customer service, admin, programming. I mean, the best of the best. This is like the Olympics of building a business. We have spared no expense. We are, folks, truly blessed with this amazing team. So anyway, there I was last night, and it was midnight, and I want everyone to pay close attention to this for me because I need your help. Last night at midnight, I said to them, I said, how many tens of thousands of people do we have already registered in at Jubi Rev, Jubi Max? And they gave me the number. And I told you, T. Lamont, last night, I said, T. Lamont, we are going to double that number. That's what I told you, and that's what I want everyone to do. So let me just ask you, everyone out here on tonight's call, if you're willing to commit to getting out and sharing the Jubi Rev, Jubi Max message on your Facebook, you can put it on Twitter, you can share it with friends, you can send an email to people that you know, people that you've worked with before, upline, downline, crossline, people, share the message. That's what I want you to do. If you're willing to share the message to help us double the amount of people currently in Jubi Rev, Jubi Max, who's willing to send it out? Type in a Y if you're with us. I want you to type in a Y. I want to know that we've got a team of people out there who are willing to go out and share the message so that you get your share and you help them get their share, because you all deserve it. We all deserve it. That's why, T. Lamont, I told you that Jubi Rev, Jubi Max is a movement. It's not a company. It's a movement, and that's what you see coming in right now to your box. So the next thing I want to do here, Randall, is actually share with everyone the very important aspect of gratitude. I want everyone out here on tonight's call to understand how important it is to live in gratitude. And I want to say thank you to the amazing team of people who have put this together. And I really mean that from the bottom of our heart. I also want to thank all the leaders who are out there sharing, tirelessly out there working, T. Lamont out here on the calls. We have an amazing, amazing team. And for those of you who don't know, living in gratitude is the only way to go. It is absolutely the key that unlocks the secret to the law of attraction. So I want to say thank you. And I want to end with this very important thought here, T. Lamont. It's very, very simple, but it's very, very important. You ain't seen nothing yet. We're about to take this to the next level, and everyone out here is at the right place at the right time. You said it earlier. You said epic. That's what it is. Absolutely, T. Lamont.
You ain't seen no thing yet. Wow, I love that. By the way, you are going to love this, Mr. President. Let me see, who was that just said that? James said, listen, I just registered 3 more folks while we've been on the call. There you go, James. Congratulations, my friend. Somebody needed to see that email again. You're going to send that email to webinar promotion, no S on that, webinar promotion at gmail.com, webinar promotion at gmail.com. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern, is our standard income opportunity presentation. Let's have a record crowd for a Friday, 12 noon. You'll find that in your back office. Actually, it's the same link that we're using tonight, the JubiRevWebinar.com link, JubiRevWebinar.com link. Also, towards the end of the business day tomorrow, you will see next week's webinars and conference calls posted for the next week, so you'll be able to plan out your schedule. Remember, one of the things that we've learned in this industry in 19 years is you build from big event to big event to big event. When is the next big event? It's the next corporate function. When is the next corporate function? Tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern. We look forward to seeing people from all across the globe. Bring your guests and come and get your vision stretched again and again and again along with them. Mr. President, I'm going to give it to you, my friend, for you to close it out.
You know, I heard one of the most impactful things that I'd ever heard some years ago, and I'll never forget. I stared at myself in the mirror for an hour as I reflected on this. It's so true. Successful people do what unsuccessful people are unwilling to do. Folks, you are finally at the right place at the right time. You have the right company, the right products, the right leadership. The timing is perfect. All I need you to do is take action and share. Take action and share the movement, Jubi Rev, Jubi Max. I'll see each and every one of you at the top and on the inside. Bye for now, everyone.
Good night, everyone.